All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to Family Affairs, Farmer, this wonderful Tuesday evening. And I want to talk on trust. You know, trust I'm talking about is not just about relationship or marriage. Even in business, trust is very, very important when it comes to the dealings between two parties. Okay, when it comes to the dealings between two parties, it's not about the past of the person. It's not about what the person is into. It's not about anything, but it's about the importance, the effect of trust. It can save you from high blood pressure so that your BP will not go high when you are in a relationship or marriage. What does it mean to trust somebody? To trust somebody means to accept the person and believe the person for who he or she is. That's what it means to trust. It means to accept the person's worst, to accept the person's present circumstances, and being ready always to accept the person's future events or future outcomes. Meaning that you are ready to welcome, you just believe in the person. To trust means to believe. Meaning you believe in the person. Whether it is true or not, you just believe in the person. Yeah. So this issue of trust has shattered a lot of relationships, a lot of marriages, and is still destroying it, even up to date. I want to advise us, especially those of us that are not yet married, but if you're already married, then I will advise you that it's good you apply the formula of trust in that your marriage, otherwise it's not going to last. You'll be going through a lot of crises, unnecessary issues and all of that. But I want to advise you as a single lady or a single guy that is aspiring to get married, that is hoping to settle down someday. I want to tell you nothing but the truth. What I want to tell you now is very, very important. Please and please, never you marry somebody you cannot trust. Never you marry or say yes to somebody you don't trust. Forget about whether the person was a prostitute or was it this or was it that or whatever. As long as you have come into a relationship with that person and you want to take it to the next level, please and please, if you don't trust him, leave him alone. If you don't trust her, leave her alone. If you cannot trust him, don't bother about trying to beat around the bush and trying to say, I just love him, I just love her, I know she's gonna, change and stuff. No. There is no change of anything here. There is no change of anything here. If you cannot trust her, let her be. If you cannot trust him, let him be. Most of the domestic violence that people are encountering in marriages and all of that is as a result of lack of trust. When you don't trust your partner calls you and tells you I'm so place, or somebody comes to you and tells you, well, I saw your partner with so person at so junction, and you're discussing this, that lack of trust. Their partner just comes back and without any proper verification and inquiries to confirm, you just go straight to her or to him and you give him or her a dirty slap. Bah! From there, before you know, beating, punching, before you know, violence, exchange of hot blows. That is if the lady is able to return back the blows, and it will turn to WrestleMania. WrestleMania, like punching. Please and please, lack of trust has killed a lot of innocent people in marriage. It has destroyed a lot of innocent people in relationship. Don't have anything to do with somebody you don't trust or you cannot trust. Whether even in business. Now, this is not just about relationship or marriage. Even in business, if you cannot trust that person, If you cannot trust that party, forget about, well, I have known him for a very long time now. I have known her for a very long time. We went to the same school together. We grew up together. We did this together. We are this, so therefore, no, there is no therefore here. If you cannot trust him, if you cannot trust her, quit it now that you still can. Quit. Don't take that relationship. Don't take that marriage to the next level. Make sure you trust him. Make sure you trust her. You understand? Very, very, very important. Trust will save you from unnecessary trauma. It will save you from depression. It will save you from suicide mission. It will save you from committing even murder. Let me give you a brief story, a very brief story. There was this couples. The wife works in the bank, and one of those days, she went to work, and something led to something, and she got promoted and was given a brand new car, an official car, and she drove it when she just entered the compound. The husband was upstairs, gazed at the car. Lately he saw the car. He was mad immediately. He was like, oh, she has gone to bring that car from one of her boyfriend. I know it. The husband, out of that rage, out of that anger, out of that, out of that bitterness, because there was never trust. There was never trust. The husband went into the kitchen, entered the kitchen, carried a cutlass, went straight downstairs to where the lady is, without even, the lady wanted to come out from the car. The lady was coming out. That's the wife. The wife was coming out from the car, trying to, with that excitement to say, oh, honey, I have good news. The husband did not even bother to hear anything. He carried the cutlass and began to slice this woman. He began to slice this woman, slice her and butcher her like bushmeat. And she bled to death. Before the husband realized, it was already too late. Because why? Out of anger and bitterness and lack of trust. At least he could have waited, at least he could have waited for the lady, the woman. He could have waited for the woman to come out of the car. At least hear her out. Honey, where did you bring this car from? How did this car come about? But this one, there was no such thing. Out of that rage, out of that anger, out of that bitterness and lack of trust, no trust, he went ahead, carried cutlass from the kitchen, went downstairs and sliced the woman into pieces. That was how the man ended up, he didn't just ended up in jail. Justice was served. It was after he was, apprehended, carried him to court and all of that. Hanging by death. Of course, the penalty for such. So what am I trying to say? The benefit of trust in marriage, in a relationship. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have heard about that person. If you really want to start something serious with that lady, with that young man, if you want to have anything to do with that person in terms of business, that worth millions of nairas, please, trust is a must. Trust is a must. Without trust, there is no what? There is no business. There is no longevity and productivity when it comes to relationship. Please learn to trust before you dive into that deal. Learn to trust before you dive into that relationship, so you don't massacre or murder somebody's son or somebody's daughter out of lack of trust and bitterness and rage and anger. Yeah. So I believe you are blessed, and I just wanted to shift in this word to you this evening, this Tuesday evening, and bless you as well. And God bless you. I'm going to see you by next week Tuesday. I remain Emperor Prince Ojacobs, your host, and God bless you. Bye bye.
Gospel affairs, our radio station. It's the best channel you can do to experience the supernatural. Gospel affairs, radio station. It's the best channel you can do to experience the supernatural. God is about God and mankind. God is about God and mankind.
This is Gospel Affairs on Belfast radio station. You are welcome. God is all about God and mankind.
For more inquiries, you can reach us on +234 90 380 85928 or WhatsApp us +234 81810 43108. We love you, but Jesus loves you more. Come, let's partner together as we move the gospel to the other side. Amen.